All right, we here, man. Bob in UK. That's what just,
Bob in the UK, yeah.
Bob in the UK.
No
he sent these these dating questions for the conscious society. You know what I mean? And we're gonna go through them, and the lady's gonna pick their favorite answer. Keep in mind, it's my show, and if you want to come back, you know what's up, right? All right, cool.
Noted.
All right, cool.
You
ready?
Guest appearances on my show too.
There you go. There you go. All right, we here. We got Kitty, we got Salima, and we got Khadijah. Kitty, you got a record out right now with Method Man. It's my big brother.
My big brother too.
So he gave you the stamp?
Yeah, he gave me the stamp.
That's what's up.
That's dope.
That's what's
Probably
up.
congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Let's clap it up for that. It's called Headshot.
Headshot, you know a bitch dead.
The camera's right there. You might want to
This is it right here?
Yeah, that
All
one.
right, let me turn over a little bit. Hold on.
Turn around
Hold
a little
on.
bit.
There we go.
You know, flash the ice. You know what I mean? All right, cool. Who's going first?
Kitty go first.
Why I gotta go first?
Because you're in the big
Because
chair.
you got the big
All
balls.
right, I got the boss chair.
Feeling boss
All right,
like.
come on.
Word.
I picked when are you the happiest? Because you never know when you're happy. You can have money, you know, and still be unhappy. So like, when are you the happiest?
How we
Who's
doing
gonna
this?
go? Is it going in the order or something?
It's just when I'm at peace, when I don't want nothing. You know what I'm saying? When I don't want nothing, I mean I got everything. You feel me? That's when I'm the happiest. I don't need nothing at all. I'm just good.
So you choose the peace over everything.
Yeah. Peace is my happiness.
I feel you.
I would say I'm the happiest when I'm around my kids.
Aw. That's dope.
When he's throwing away demos. This guy right here.
When I decide to be.
What do you mean? That's not answering the question.
It really is.
How?
I'm the happiest when I decide to be. Because I think happiness and unhappiness are choices.
But when do you know when you're happy?
I'll make a decision. That's when I'm the happiest. When I've decided that I'm gonna be happy. And I can pull it off. That's when I'm the happiest.
You ain't meet MECC the philosopher yet.
Yeah, right?
I kind of did.
The philosopher.
She almost shot me with a bottle she popped.
I'm glad you decided to be happy after we did Drink Champs. Glad that you decided that.
I was happy then too.
Good. That's what's up. I'm the happiest, no lie, like every day, because I'm free. Because I'm free. So I always, every morning I remember where I came from, the position I was in, and no matter what happens throughout the day, pause.
Lord Jesus.
Lord Jesus.
A serious moment here, man.
Right?
Fuck. Nah,
It's so funny now. I was serious in that chair. You ain't giving shit. It was pausing.
You're right.
Uh-huh.
Nah, but I always remember every day when I wake up, I still got my my jail ID in my crib. So I keep it up by my vision board as a reminder of of where I was and how I would never go back there again.
Right.
And I'm just happy every day, regardless of what happens.
That's what's up.
Yo, we almost went a whole episode without Champ mentioning jail. That was it.
That was it, in
That
a
was
positive
it.
way.
Yeah, that was it. In a positive way.
No,
Word.
he
Because he really
He
don't
did
want
it
to go
earlier.
back.
He did it earlier.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it earlier, so what?
Yeah.
It's my story. It's my story, all right?
That's when he's happy, damn it. I mentioned in prison.
Splat.
That's when I'm happy.
I can answer for you when you splatting.
When I'm with my loved ones. That's when I'm happy.
What's your loved ones?
My loved ones?
What's the definition of your loved ones?
My moms, you know what I mean? My fellow brothers. Yeah, just family. My loved ones.
Yeah, always happy. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never seen you get angry or mad.
Facts.
Because I don't let nothing
Word.
get to me.
He know how to control it.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I seen Gat mad before.
When?
Yeah.
We want to talk about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it. What?
Kind of getting away from the questions, ain't we,
Come
boys?
on,
Yeah.
man. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Next question.
Next
So-
question.
Next one? Oh,
Wait,
we're
wait.
going down this
Yeah,
way?
it's going around.
Okay.
It's going around.
All right, so I picked, how do you deal with your own insecurities?
I don't have none. It is.
Bullshit.
Right.
It is.
So the answer is denial. Okay.
Okay, that is an answer.
Denial is my answer.
I denied the fuck out of him.
Bullshit.
I think it's self-observation. So it's awareness, right? So, you know, like confidence comes from, you know, the ability to trust in yourself. You understand me? And so if you insecure about something, right, you can't confide in yourself. You ain't got no training in that area. You ain't developed in that area. But if you don't know why you're insecure, you can't change it. You understand me? So if something makes you feel a certain way, you can't run from it. Like, all right, why did that make me feel that way? You understand me? So for me, it's awareness. Because once I have awareness over it, I can change it. I can control it. I can train that area. Then I become confident in that area and it disappears.
Right. And that's why I don't have none. You feel me? It is.
I mean, it's basically the same answer. I was always taught to look at insecurity as if you got cut, right? If you cover it up, it can't really heal if you always got someone to. But sometimes you got to get some air on it, get some sunshine on it, figure out exactly why you feel that way. Get underneath it. Figure out why you feel that way. That's not a pause.
Yeah.
Figure out why. No, that's a reach.
You should get underneath it.
Insecure man.
It was the hand gesture.
So she's never been on top ever.
Hey, man.
You've never gotten underneath it?
It's just the way you said it.
Nah, it's the way you heard it. You're telling me more about you than you are about me.
Yo,
Yeah,
man.
Really?
He cuffed something. He air cuffed something.
Oh, no.
That was crazy.
Titties.
That was crazy.
Yes.
All right,
Now just read like
It's cool. It's cool.
Sheesh. Make me uncomfortable sitting in the wrong seat.
No, you finished
No,
your
but
thought?
yeah, I think it's basically the same answer. I think you should confront your insecurity, figure out exactly why you feel that way. And then when it's all said and done, if you have an understanding of why you feel that way, it lessens it.
Got you. For me, it's I talk to people I trust about my insecurities, and the people that I trust give me the solid answers that I need to hear about my insecurities, and I'm someone who's mature enough and willing to take on what they're telling me and work on it. So I tell people like it's a work in progress. Right. It's not something that I just tackle immediately after hearing an answer that is something that can help me with it. It's like I'll listen to it and I'll try it and it might not work that first time. So for me, it's about a process. It's trusting the process and battling your insecurity.
It's about calling math first.
Yeah.
You definitely don't.
So denial with him. Y'all understand?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, it's not denial. It's just a process.
For real.
It's a
What I
process
said.
that leads to not having it.
So how did you deal with your insecurities when you did have them?
I ran directly towards it.
Okay, so same thing. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Your turn.
Okay. What is your favorite Black privilege?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a good one.
I could answer that right now.
Yeah,
Answer that right now.
Oh. Yeah, no, I had to say being
being the original.
no, you know, the favorite Black privilege. Damn, that's a good one. It's a lot of Black privileges, to be honest. though.
Yeah, facts.
But no, really though, being a God though. You understand me? Like a God comes with rhythm. You understand me? A God comes with soul. God comes with creation. You know, like we the fastest movers, thinkers, talkers, breathers, everything. Ain't no greater Black privilege than being Black.
Facts.
I would say getting power from the sun.
What is
So
the
I like to go places and get dark. It's always been amazing to me. Like I'll be light skinned all winter. I go to Miami and I'm like,
I'll be staying away. I'm
I
like,
love that shit. You know what I mean? I feel powerful. I feel energetic in the sun.
that's because like what he said,
yeah,
the sun give you energy.
right.
I'm with that. Being in the Melanin Mafia. I like that.
Melanin Mafia.
I like that a lot.
I say militia.
That's because they don't have to change their foundation and stuff like that.
Right.
You're right.
They stay one
Absolutely
color.
right.
They don't
and
have
that's
to-
it.
Right.
Naturally kinky hair, rhythm,
Mhm.
a lot of soul. Yeah, it's the same.
I'm gonna say being created and raised by a black woman.
Mm.
That's
a
my
privilege.
black privilege. For God to say, I'm gonna make you a black man and you're coming out of a black woman. And they're gonna raise you and make you the man you're gonna become. That's a privilege to me because of everything I learned from them.
Right.
All of the lessons I was taught, all of the structure I have,
Right.
organization, discipline, like I learned that from black women.
Mm.
So that's what I would say. That's my
Right.
privilege.
There's somebody watching that had a crackhead moms that probably might not agree with you.
It's my opinion. It's my expert
I get it,
opinion.
but I get it. Yeah,
It's my expert
Shout out to
opinion,
your
bro.
mom though.
Yeah, my mom's went through
shout
that
out to
too.
my mom too.
She went through that too. She went
Right.
through that crack thing. So, you know,
Yeah.
I still learned a lot though.
Oh shit, Chan, we gotta have a whole episode on you then.
No,
Yeah.
not
Said
yet.
no.
Not yet. Not yet.
I'm with Matt and MECC on this one.
Mm.
All right, cool.
Which is what?
They
You
said-
gotta say it. You gotta say
He said
it.
for me. I don't gotta speak. I'm
There it
with it. I agree with the bros.
Right.
Next,
Right, go on.
Back here? All right, let's go.
keep this going.
What do you prioritize, success or happiness? I'm all about happy right
That's
now,
easy.
so
I'm gonna say success. You know what I'm
Success?
saying? The reason I don't feel like I gotta chase happiness or none of that shit. I think that's just it is what it is. You feel me? Success is something I gotta work at. Happiness is just that's upkeep.
mm.
You feel me? So yeah, success.
I would say happiness. Because it kind of gives me the same feeling of success. But I could have success and not feel it.
Mhm.
But when I'm happy, I
You
feel
feel
it,
it.
no matter what.
I agree.
Success.
Mm.
Definitely success. I can say when I'm happy or not, right? In any given situation, helping people, fighting, music,
Mhm.
happy. Success, on the other hand, like you said, that's something that's not at my doorstep. You
Mhm.
got to get up and chase that. And once you attain it, you have to work to keep it. So
Right.
Right.
I definitely success.
I'll say one thing I've noticed is that feeling with success, it doesn't hit the same all the time. You know what I mean? Other people will be like, "Oh, yeah, you did it, you're
Yep.
so successful," but you might not feel it because it's something else that you're
want more.
looking to obtain.
Mhm.
But when you feel joy and you feel happiness, it's just, I don't know how MECC took that answer after he heard mine. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I could.
I would say happiness. Because I feel success
There you go,
and
champ.
happiness.
Yeah, my man.
Straight up. I feel success and happiness and being happy.
Happiness. Next.
Yeah, this is
No details, no explanations, just one word.
Damn,
Why you choose
Jack.
happiness over
I'm
success?
just
Right.
happy. I'm happy to be here. Happy. Next. I don't got much to say.
Well, you got another
let's
drink.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you currently working on to heal yourself?
I think just studying my past and my shadow self. You understand me? You know that part of yourself you don't show the world. You only know. You feel me? It's like you don't have to work on it. You feel me? You can let the world think you're perfect, but at the same time, like that's what makes me who I am. You feel me? So it's like going through that, like observing me from top down and like looking at me from inside outside, looking at the past, what make me who I am, why I think a certain way. Like that's the part of me that I work on daily. I don't just accept I just am who I am just cause I do this just cause it's a character flaw just cause. Like nah, what made me that way? And then once I observe it, like I said, I can change it.
I say I'm working on my emotional responses and kind of creating guidelines to where I know if I'm feeling a certain way, I'm out of bounds and I need to adjust it. If I'm too angry about something, I'm out of bounds. I got to readjust. And because whatever decision I'm making in that space, it's gonna be the wrong decision.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like set meters on myself. Okay, all right, if I'm feeling this way, there's something wrong. I gotta bring it back to like a steady medium of just feeling good about myself.
It's probably something close to that.
Stop taking his answers. You took every answer.
Except for the last one.
That's not true.
I think we
You're not listening.
I am.
I'm indifferent. I've been indifferent to people in general for a long time, to the point where I wasn't sure if that's how I naturally was or if there's something wrong with me. Like, is that my natural state, or is that like a trauma that I haven't dealt with? I always just consider myself a loner, and 9 times out of 10, I'm happy if I'm not in the presence of anybody. He'll tell you, I'll walk just to be by myself because I really enjoy that space.
Yeah, this guy thinks he's Ryu.
Oh, no, good.
I need them isolation walks up.
Yeah.
I don't like being around people all the time.
Facts.
I just wasn't. It's to the point where I'm not sure if, like I said, I'm not sure if that's like a trauma or it's that's just how I am. So I've been looking into that just to kind of figure myself out a little bit.
Honestly, it's like at times feeling subordinate to people that I know I have just as much power and value as.
Mm.
That's what I'm working on to heal myself. Because I know how powerful I really am, but sometimes I lower myself because I feel like people are on high standards, even in my language. Talking to people and being like, yo, big bro, and it's like, why am I saying big bro?
Wow, you older than me.
We there. No, fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, little bro. I'm playing with you. But nah, it's just being in a subordinate position for so long, you know, in my past, then coming home and seeing people who are doing better than me. And then humbling myself and saying, okay, I'm gonna learn from these people and stay humble. And then I elevate past them. So now I'm looking like, nah, I need to keep myself there. Yeah, what's up, my brother? How are you?
Right.
Eye-to-eye contact and all that. But that's what I'm working on to heal myself, is making sure I understand and know that I'm at the same level as a lot of other cats.
How I react to negative energy. I work on that. I'm quick to like lash out every time somebody says something. I'm working on that right now. Next.
So you be the first one, guy. Yo, guy, you be the first one to be like, go pay mine to that.
That Brooklyn shit right there.
I'm working on it though.
But next,
Didn't this guy just say nothing bothers him? Yeah, let's go. Let's
Keep
keep it going.
Wait, so we have 3 of them?
Okay,
We're going 3? Oh, no, it's not.
Oh,
Right.
no.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, 2?
I got you.
So,
Is hip hop a cancer or cure to our people?
Oh, wow.
Booyaka.
I don't think it's as simple as black and white as a cancer or cure. I think it is what we make it. You understand me? I think hip hop is what the dominant frequency is at the time, right? Because there's an aspect of hip hop that's a cure, and then there's an aspect of hip hop that's a cancer. But once a cancer set in, you know, it's hard to get it out. You got to change everything about yourself in order to cure that cancer. And so I feel like, you know, hip hop can be whatever we need it to be, but we have to decide to take it from the dominant frequency of it being a cancer, right, and to changing it to being like the cure. And that's literally like music is vibration, it's frequency. So it can be toxic, or it can be something, if I listen to this, like, no, this the vibration I want to be on for the rest of life. You understand me? So you got the Lauryn Hill and you got the modern day. You feel me? And so you get to choose. So yeah, it can be both.
Now, I agree with that. I would say primarily it's a cure because we created something out of nothing, and it's created so many black millionaires that's helping our culture and success in itself, or us just seeing ourselves successful. Somebody that looks like you, somebody that has the same skin tone as you, being successful. But in the same way that you could use a gun to protect your family, you also use it to hurt somebody who don't deserve it. So we need to figure out how to stop hurting people that don't deserve it and building our own. You know what I mean?
And then to add on that, I would say like you got hip hop, then you got the business of hip hop, and I think business and hip hop is what made hip hop a cancer. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the industry, and then the pure form of like hip hop was a cure. It was literally like created to fight against the system.
Right.
And this is what it became. But it's the business of hip hop that needs to change because that part of it corrupts everything else.
I agree with that.
I agree to an extent. The music industry has always been the music industry before, during hip hop. Before the creation of hip hop, the music business was the music business. It's as corrupt as it's ever going to be, and it's only as corrupt as the person who's, like Matt said, controlling it. Hip hop is a culture. Culture reflects people. If we're sick, so will the culture. If we're well, so will the culture. When we have Public Enemy talking about eat right, live healthy, fight the power, that's where we were. When we start talking about, Molly Percocet, that's where we are. So it's really just a reflection of who we are. We can take it it can go in either direction, but it's up to us. It's really who we are at the time.
Bro, I'm trying to get Future on the show, man. Come on.
I just plugged the song.
He said it just like the song
I just
too.
plugged the song. Should be it's just
Molly Percocet. He said it just like it.
Yeah.
I've heard the song. What you want me to do? It's really not that complicated to memorize.
I feel like hip hop is a cure because of how it makes you feel. I'm all about feeling, vibration, energy. So, regardless, a lot of times it was negative. A lot of negative things happen from listening to hip hop, unfortunately. But for the most part, in my personal opinion, it always made me feel good. Always put me in the right place that I needed to be. So I feel like hip hop is a cure.
It depends on what you was listening to, though, right?
I'm with Champ on that one.
Everything.
Next, we really could have got a nigga to do the same thing you doing like that. Big in the background, like, I could have did that. All right.
Next.
So we're going 3?
Yeah, we can go
You
to
said 2. All right, let's see. What advice would you give your son regarding intimate relationships? If y'all have a son, I don't know. Or a daughter.
No kids. And I don't want them.
You don't got none?
Bigger, you got kids? Cool. So Bigger got answer that for me. I don't got no kids.
I ain't no children either.
Me neither.
All right, your future son.
Yeah,
or future daughter.
there you go.
it got to be more. I feel like it's a very broad question, and it's definitely not a short answer for that. Because like when you're dealing with children, it's a lot of context you got to give them to have an understanding. You understand me? I don't think it's really just one thing, but it's like, for me, it's more so just giving them the game to understand, right? The responsibility you create. You know what I'm saying? When you get intimate with anybody, the connection you create on her side and your side. Everything that can come from it as an outcome of it, right?
That's how true it is.
Most people accidents. You understand me? And so,
thank you.
You can get intimate with somebody, you sharing a connection with that. And let's say, you get intimate with somebody you don't really feel. If you broke their heart and make them feel a certain way, you got to deal with that karma later on. You understand me? So for me, it'll be really just breaking down that energetic connection and responsibility that come along with that. Because you gonna feel good in the moment, but you may have to deal with that karma later on. And so if they go in there with like a responsible mind and kind of understanding what they doing every time that they do it, it's gonna change the way they even look at intimacy. You understand me? Because intimacy ain't even about sex; it's about connection. So understanding, like, if I was taught at a young age as a boy, like my wanting a connection with a woman had nothing to do with sex. It was more so about intimacy, right? Actually, just talking to somebody, confiding with somebody, vibing with her. But we think that is, I want to fuck her. You understand me? I want to have sex with her, but that's not always it. Right? Sometimes you just want a close connection. You got masculine energy, that feminine energy go console it. Right. You feel me? I'm hot, she cool. You feel me? And so if you teach that game on like, understanding who you are from a masculine and feminine perspective, right? Then I think they can go in there with that understanding and they can move correctly and responsibly.
I would teach my son to learn how to work whatever female you choose. And when I say worker, like, I'm just saying, you gotta learn these things. They don't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out. You know what I mean? There's no rule that really applies to everyone.
You thought it all good. Learn how to work.
Learn how to work it. You gotta learn how to work it.
Like,
All right, in the same way where a woman should learn how to work a man, because if there's a woman behind you that believes in you, so the things that you can accomplish, and I think that we get that from the relationships that we have with our mother. If a man has a good relationship with his mother, and a woman learns how to play, not identical to that role, but she can, you know, she could be Michelle standing next to Barack.
She help you move mountains.
And he's gonna be the president one day. You know what I mean? We don't know if Barack would have got there without Michelle. So having a Michelle is like, you know what I mean? But the same way that she worked him, he had to learn how to work her. What inspires her, what turns her on, like just figuring her out, not thinking they all got default controls and you can do the same things with everybody. No, you gotta
One
learn.
size fits all.
You gotta learn that person.
Yeah, because
Like-
she can't make you happy if you're not making her happy.
Exactly.
See, I know you. I'm from Oakland, so when you say worker, I thought you meant something different. You played that one smooth up for me. I was,
But even that, and now I understand why you listen to Source Walker. Now I understand why you listen to Source Walker. If you know the culture in Oakland, you know what we're talking about. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on out there. It's a lot going on.
I just like the way the brother put the words together, man.
Right. But
ain't got nothing
even
to do
that
with it.
takes, you got to be able to inspire somebody and motivate them to the point where they see this goal as our goal. You know? So you gotta learn how to work. You gotta learn how to work it. And work it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to work it. You know what I mean? Hit the right button.
Facts.
They got buttons now.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, it's all right. One, be honest with yourself. Be honest with her. Number two, you only lie to people that you're afraid of. You should never be afraid of anybody. Number three, learn to say no to a beautiful woman, because she's gonna have no problem saying no to you. And number four, when you're the man that you would want your son to be like, have a child with the woman you'd want your daughter to be like. And not sooner.
Man, you got that on Instagram, bro. I saw a post like that before.
Problem is, I'm the one who wrote it.
I
saw it because I wrote it.
I'm gonna take that for now. I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna find
Start at my page. I'm telling you where it is. Go start at my page. No, but that was one of my father's big gem, was to when you're the man you want your son to be like, have a child with the woman you want your daughter to be like. If you can't picture your daughter being like that, don't do it. And if you can't, if you don't think your son is gonna look up at you and say, I want to be like him, you ain't ready.
I don't know if that's accurate, bro.
It served me well, so I don't
a
have
picture of
any.
my daughter doing things that my girl be doing. That's a little strange. You know, like, I don't
You
know that.
stay telling on yourself in these days.
I'm just saying.
You stay giving all your
I'm not
business
sure.
away,
That's
bro.
what
Like,
you want to.
nobody needed to know that. You could have
I
kept
don't know
that
about
between
that, bro.
y'all.
Hey, okay.
What she be doing?
There we go.
She do what I say. You know, my daughter don't need to be doing them things. You know?
However,
That's how I feel.
you wouldn't be with her if she wasn't a strong enough woman to be by your side in all aspects. That's what I would want for my daughter. I would want her to be a woman who's strong enough to be by her man's side in all aspects, and strong enough to stand on her own too in that aspect. And that's she got to be a complete person.
Right.
And I'm not ignorant to the fact that she's going to be a complete person. She's going to be what her man needs her to be. Otherwise, she's going to be lonely. So no, be a full woman. Like, go out here and be like your mother. Hopefully, the woman I had children with, be like her. If that's the inspiration, great. Because she inspired me to have children with her. So be like her. That sounds great to me.
Hey man, I hear you.
What if you was drunk and then
I don't drink.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
That's why you don't drink.
He's a designated driver.
One reason.
No, I can't relate to none of this because I don't have a kid. I don't have the experience with having a son, so I can't even speak on that.
Your future son. Not your
Was that
current
part of the
son.
question?
Yeah, we switched.
Yeah.
Oh, your future son.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I would tell him, motherfucker, don't ever go to jail.
Yo, I'm weak.
Never go to jail.
We gotta fuck with him in there.
Yeah, that's what we do. All right.
Intimate relationships.
Right.
Intimate relationships.
Oh,
You ain't having those in jail. No
Right.
freaky.
No, but I
Yeah,
would tell him,
intimate
listen, bro.
relationships.
And you
Listen,
thinking
I would tell him, no,
Oh, that was
listen,
bruh.
that was
Can
crazy.
we just put pause across the screen? That was crazy.
They need a stamp.
That was crazy.
Oh man, y'all
I
wow.
just want to tell you
Nah.
something about intimate relationships.
Don't go to jail.
Don't go to jail.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Tim, we gotta do that episode, bro. We
Nah,
gotta do
man,
that.
listen, they asked me a question. I'm giving my honest
I know,
opinion,
I
bro.
got
You just
Yeah.
missed the first part of the question.
Yeah.
Though. It's
No,
intimate.
My honest opinion, bro. Like, I would tell him, yo, don't do the shit that I did. I'm crazy. I fucked up.
Right.
I went out there and did shit I wasn't supposed to
We're
do.
talking about
Don't follow my lead.
Intimate relationships
Talking
with
about
a
a son, a
woman.
future son.
Yeah.
Intimate
Yeah.
relationships with a woman.
In other words, your fiance, you engaged. Like,
Yes,
how
I'm
did-
engaged.
Okay, so yeah, how did that? Like, what would you tell him to find his woman, to find his fiance?
He said not in jail.
All right.
Don't go to jail. Same answer.
You need a woman, don't go to jail.
My bad.
Yo.
Okay, cool.
Nah, I would tell him to
You don't want the women. Wow. You don't want the women you're gonna find in prison, son. Trust me.
Nah, some real shit. I would tell him, listen, find a woman that stands the test of loyalty. Because that's what I went through.
Mhm.
I can't speak for no other type of situation. I went through a situation where she stood the test of loyalty by holding me down while I was incarcerated.
Mm.
The superb test of loyalty, unfortunately, because of a lot of bad things that happened during that time. But it grew us closer. She sacrificed. She went through all kind of shit to get to the sweetness of me.
Oh.
You
He
understand?
answered all his jail calls.
I'm just saying.
He answered all his
You
jail
not gonna
calls.
pause that?
That ain't. I'm talking about a woman.
Nobody
I'm
gonna
talking
pause
about a
that.
woman.
You said
Nah,
the
you can't pause that, bro.
For our younger audience,
I'm talking about a woman, bro.
find a way to figure out if your woman is loyal without going to jail.
Yeah, without going to jail.
Yeah, it is.
Shit happens.
Don't go to prison, son.
Be the female that can match your energy. Next.
Wait, what's your energy? What she's matching?
Yeah, what is she matching?
Details.
Basically, how you think, how you move.
But it's matching your energy. So it's about how you think and how you move.
Yeah, you know, my kid got to be like me.
You gotta
So wait,
elaborate on that.
Nah, that's
Find a woman that match your energy.
your energy, his energy.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
What's your energy?
Nailamdead.com.
yeah, basically.
Okay, cool.
What's your energy, God? What's your energy?
Not my energy. I'm talking about you talking
Future
about
son. His future
son,
son's
right?
energy.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you dealing with a female, you link with a female, she got to match your energy.
Oh, so his
match
energy.
your fly. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Next. I ain't getting so much.
These questions are aggravating the shit out of you.
Hopefully your son doesn't have a temper.
Okay.
That could get
I
dangerous.
think everybody got a temper.
What is your star sign and how does it show?
Star sign?
Like astrology?
Yeah, astrology.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm a Taurus. All the greatest speakers in the world are Taurus.
Holy shit.
Malcolm X, Minister Farrakhan, Dame Dash, 19 Keys, Math Hoffa, Shakespeare. I'm just saying. I'm a Taurus. We rule over communication.
That was smooth. That was
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
I don't gotta answer.
You got it. Okay. So you're a Taurus.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm an Aries.
Boo. I'm sorry.
Cousins. I got right next door from us.
Yeah.
I'm a Leo.
Wait, you're an Aries, so how does it show?
How's it show?
Oh.
First of the zodiac, so you know, I'm comfortable being in front. I'm comfortable being in the spotlight and whatever, but I also adapt very well to whatever team environment I'm on. I'm fiery. My temper is.
I was about to get to that.
No, it acts a fool, which is one of my. I think. Remember earlier when I said I'm indifferent to a lot of shit?
Mm-hmm.
I think that may have been the reason, because when I reacted, my natural reaction, things didn't go well.
Mm-hmm.
So being indifferent just feels like a better, but I'm not sure if that's natural. But anyway, I'm very fiery, I have a like wild temper, but it goes away quick. And I'm loyal as shit. So once I decide that I'm rocking with you, only you can fuck it up. I won't walk away, but if you fuck it up, it'll be like it never happened.
I'm a Leo, so my loyalty shows. That's what shows.
I'm an Aries, loyal. Now we will fuck. It's love being me. Fire stuff. Next.
The man in this next.
They're gonna start calling you that.
Okay. Okay.
We need the t-shirt, Dad. We need the t-shirt.
How easy is it for you to swallow your pride and apologize to someone? Give an example.
Nah, set it off, bro.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of the last time I apologized to somebody. For real. I think, let me see. You know what? As I get older and as I get more mature, I reflect a lot. You understand me? And so, you know, anytime that if I do something and I could have done it better, or maybe I wasn't really listening, or like anytime, like I really think that everything is on me. Like I don't really give, like anything that happens is because of me. So I really don't mind taking accountability for everything that happens. So I really think about the fact like, no, this happened because I caused it. You understand me? You were just a participant in it, right? And I can apologize for me creating the situation, because if I didn't react like this or fly off like this or move like this or do whatever it may have been, it's to me, it's just all about accountability. That's how I apologize. You understand me? And so, and then of course with, you know, actually like making a change, because I learn fast from things. I don't make the same mistakes consistently.
Right.
If I did it once, you're not gonna see that happen again. You understand me? Like that's it. So don't hold me to it.
Yeah, I think Tauruses are committed to the adjustment. So it's not hard for me to apologize. It's just I gotta really see that I was wrong. If I'm wrong, it's not a problem. But if I'm not the source of the problem, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So I think it's not hard for me once I realize that, okay, maybe I was out of bounds. Maybe I was in that zone where I make bad decisions and I had to bring myself back. It's not a problem for me to apologize. It's a problem to catch me when I'm wrong. That's where I'm at.
It's not an issue to apologize.
He got something to say on it. I got commentary.
Well, anyway, it's not a issue to apologize. I do that all the time, and not just if I'm wrong, but also if I've inadvertently hurt somebody. I'm not trying to do no harm walking this earth. Ever. Like if I can help it, I'm not intentionally going out here looking to hurt somebody's feelings, fuck up somebody's day, damage somebody's mood. Now it happens because of what I do. I hurt a lot of feelings. I hurt a ton of feelings. But it's never my intention. So if listen, I'm sorry that this is how it's working out, but maybe we can. So I'm always trying to like figure the thing out in that respect. But as far as like just being wrong, I don't have a problem being wrong, because it means I'm about to learn something. Or I just learned something. Either how to treat you better, if I really give a fuck about you, I just learned how to treat you better. Or if it's something in the business world, I never thought about it like that. Yo, I'm 100% sorry. That's my bad. I didn't think about it like that. So, and I just did that before this show started, on the phone apologizing to somebody I was doing business with, and I made the wrong move. And it cost a couple of people a couple of things. So now I'm making that right, and I'm apologizing. Hey, my fault, folks. I got it.
You want to shout them out? What?
No. No.
I don't got no problem apologizing, because I don't want to go back to jail.
Yo, I
I just felt like jail was coming out of that.
I don't have no problem apologizing, because no, here's the thing though, seriously, on some like deep psychological shit, like I built this defense mechanism because I know what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Right? So I built this defense mechanism where if something is wrong, even if I'm not in the wrong and it's a situation, I will apologize.
Facts.
Right.
I say, yo, my bad. You were absolutely right. We all good. Because I know what I'm gonna do. And that's not being cocky or arrogant or nothing. It's just me building that up because I don't want to go down the same road again.
Right.
So I have no problem saying, yo, my bad. You know what I'm saying? If you stepped on my shoe, yo, my fault. My fault, bro. It's all good. But that has a limit. Let me just say
that's what I was looking at. I'm like, yeah, you do that too much, bro.
It has a limit, but
somebody's gonna
I don't
get
mind
it.
turning the other cheek sometimes. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's
crazy. And I'm turning in the chair. That's crazy. Oh, wow. No sip. No sip.
Next question.
And I'm turning in the chair, though. That's the crazy shit. This is all karma. This is all terrible. This is all your karma. I got no sipping. My bad. Yeah, good.
Nah. See, next.
So you're not gonna answer?
Nah, not that one. Next. He was about to turn the left cheek. Who on the left side?
I didn't say the left cheek. No, that's a pause. You said the left cheek. You're descriptive. All I said was turn the other cheek. You said the left cheek.
Oh, that's pause again.
That's a pause. That's a turbo pause.
Oh my God.
Next, what should you prioritize in a romantic relationship?
A romantic relationship?
Let me change that. In any relationship, it don't gotta be romantic. What should you prioritize?
Trust. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that builds trust. You know what I mean? Because you can't have a relationship with nobody unless y'all got trust. You know what I mean? So that has to be there. So, you know, trust is the core of it all.
Right.
That's a fact.
Now, I agree with that, but trust is also earned, and that takes time. So in the meantime, I prioritize what position I hold in that person's mind. Down to everything. Like, am I the type of person you could trust? Am I attractive to that person? Am I, you know, if we ain't already get to that point, is she already thinking about me doing that? You know what I mean? Like you gotta kind of like be mindful of what's going on in that person's mind. So yeah, trust I agree with, but it takes some time to build that. In the meantime, we're gonna have some fun. So yeah. All
right. Communication. I gotta be able to talk to you. You gotta be able to talk to me, and not just talk, but we gotta understand each other. You got to know exactly what I'm trying to say when I say it. I'm big on communication, and this needs to be a safe space. You need to know that I'm not going to judge you for whatever it is you say. And in turn, I don't want to be judged by what I say to you. So if you come to me in a weak moment and something's happening and you don't work, you can be weak here. Maybe not out there, you can't show them, but you can show me because you trust me. Because you trust me enough to talk to me about what's happening, and you know that I'm not going to judge you for what you're telling me.
Right.
So communication is high on my.
I agree with that.
I would say loyalty, because that's always the thing playing in the back of my mind. So I already auto-suggested that loyalty is what I'm looking for when I'm with a woman, and I attracted that. Right. So in attracting it, the test came immediately, and I was able to, and she was able to, you know, stand the test, and now we're together forever. So loyalty for me.
So you test them
Ever?
Yep.
How you test them?
It's not me. That's what,
you are not paying attention.
Oh, that was a test.
That was
You answered the phone.
This man just said jail like 3 or 4 times.
Send me my shit if I can tell you.
I'm the resident jail.
Hold it down for a couple decades.
You are not paying attention.
Oh my goodness.
Communication. Good fucking. I love fucking. What else?
I don't know.
He ain't next that one.
Yeah.
Loyalty. Next.
Everybody's answers.
Right.
Yeah, he just took everybody's answers. Yo, Gat, you going first on the next one. You going first on the next one.
Next.
As a child,
Oh Lord.
What?
How did your loved ones show you that they love you? And I'm going to add on to that. And how does it affect you today?
Shower me with gifts. Taught me right from wrong. So much. Damn, I shouldn't have drank.
It is.
For real though.
Do you know your love language?
My love language? Okay.
Physical touch. Okay, got it.
I'm being real. That's my love language. What's up?
What we doing? What we doing?
Being honest.
Hey, man. I ain't gonna argue with you. Yeah. You know what I mean?
What you gonna say? It's not.
I ain't got no game, no none of that. What's up? What we doing? I like you. What's up? That's it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
No, I was going that way, right?
Going this
Yeah,
way.
we switched
I get to
to
be
Yeah,
last.
What's the question again?
Oh,
As a child, how did
Okay.
your loved ones show you that they love you? How does it affect you today and your love language?
right. Shit, that's a
Sorry,
lot.
I hit
just
you.
asked.
I hit you with a lot. I'm sorry.
You drink?
I've been drinking.
Yeah, too much.
I ain't gonna lie, like whipping my ass.
What?
Pause.
Yeah.
What?
How's that a pause? You talking about family, bro? Now you reaching, bro.
So they showed you, I love you.
Yeah. Because you know what happened after every ass whooping?
What?
I'm doing this because I love you.
That's a fact.
I don't want you to go outside and fuck with that and this, that, and the third. I don't want you to
But
go
it
to
didn't
jail.
work,
It
Chip.
didn't work.
You went to jail.
It's a question.
It didn't work.
How did they show me they love me as a child? They whipped my ass.
No, that's how.
They whipped my ass. Come on,
There's
bro.
a lot
Like,
of
black
people-
person. Like, come on.
No, I get
It's
it.
like,
It's gonna be one of them
Come on, man.
psychologists that do one of them.
They fucking hold you up.
Side
Hold
by
you
side.
up, whip your ass. I'm
Nah,
telling
I
you.
get what you're saying, though.
They hold you up, whip your ass, and then after that, when you done cleaned yourself up and you eating dinner, and they come to you, you know why I did that, right?
No, I mean,
no, so you didn't
Because I
know
love you.
from the rip? It was just like
I was a
sneak attack.
child. I was a child, man. How am I supposed to know? I'm looking in
He's just getting
retrospect.
stole on and then explained
Yeah,
to.
man.
Like,
Nah,
crazy.
that's all I remember, man.
Wake up.
My
I
love
got
language
you.
is
you know
not
why I
that,
did
though,
that, right?
because I learned from it. So my love language is communication. That's my love language. Talking about shit.
affirmation.
That's it.
I'm not okay. My mother's side of the family, I'm not completely sure. My father's side of the family was always trying to make me understand why things were what they were, and never just leaving it as do as I say, not as I do, or stay in a child's place. Like I never got those conversations. I had grown conversations for that a kid could digest, but it always happened super early. So my father was really quick to, this is why. Do you understand why this is happening? And my aunts on that side were the same way. My grandfather, my grandmother were the exact same way. And they never let me stay naive when I had a question or even when I didn't. So I think that's how they showed love as far as me as a kid. And my love language now is acts of service, which would explain a lot. A lot of what I do for the people around me, I show them love by, yo, you having a birthday party? I'm pulling up. Anniversary? Here I come. Like this is the day where we celebrating you. I'm through there. What you need this? You need okay. Let's do it. Like, whatever it is for you. Because otherwise I don't want to be bothered. So when you are doing something special, I feel like as a good person, if you're a good person and God has put you in my life, it's my duty, it's my job to protect, stand in the cut, stand up, be accounted for when it comes to having a good person in your life. Because good people they're not dime a dozen, they're rare.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have somebody good in your life, you need to do what you need to do by that person. Treat them the right way, do the right thing. So acts of service.
I'll say time. As you know, my mother was very busy, but she always made a point to take time aside to do things with me, to teach me things or to introduce me to new stuff. And I realized like your time is very valuable. So I don't give my time to everybody. And people get upset for it. You look on the internet right now, there's a lot of people upset about that. But, you know, like, for me, it's like, if I give you my time, trust me, I could be doing a lot of stuff. I feel like I'm capable of doing a lot of stuff. If I give you my time, it's invaluable. That's the one thing that I can't get back.
Mm-hmm.
So time, my mother gave me time. So
And your love language?
my love language,
Mhm.
acts of service. I think it's acts of service. Yeah,
Giving time is an act of service.
yeah,
Mhm.
facts.
I think with my mom, it was support. You feel me? Like it was like back and forth. I always tried to, like, even when I was doing shit, I tried to make sure that I minimize my mom's stress as much as possible.
Mm.
You understand me? That she never had to, because she always had to deal with my older brother or some of my younger brothers. So I made sure that she didn't have to deal with me even when I was doing my shit. And then whatever I did, I could just, you know, like if I think about my mom, I think about her warmth. And like she always supported me in different things. You understand me? And like she always tried to make sure that I knew the way the world was. Like, this the devil, this is God. You a God, that's the devil. You understand me? This the way the world works. Like, she tried to school me and give me game and knowledge as much as she knew how. As much as what she knew from her experience, she tried to like instill that in me consistently all the time to this day, whether I followed it or not. You understand me? That was her way. And then with my pops, it was through training. Pops wasn't the one who will communicate, but he gonna put you in the environment through like exposure. You understand me? And so like he put me in environments, and I felt like by doing that, he had a certain trust in me to just know that I was gonna be like him, or know that I had the heart to handle whatever he was putting me in. You understand me? So that made me feel better about myself. Like, damn, Pop's taking me along with him on this mission. He must think this way about me, right? And then so a lot of things that I learned about my pops wasn't directly, it was indirect. Hearing other men tell me the stories of what Pop doing. You feel me? And so that's how I learned, like, damn, this is the mountain that your pops is. If you want to be better than him, this is what you got to do.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like, so I would say, well, Pops, now that I'm thinking about it, it was a time that he spent. And it's funny because he was in and out the life, but the time that I did spend, it was the exposure and that training that allowed me to develop myself indirectly through him. You understand me? And so now I believe shit, that's my love language. The time that I spend with people, the way that I teach people, you feel me? Like I'm tough love, because that's the way I got. So I'm learning to, you know, give some soft love, but for the last, 30 years, I think I've been a tough love person, and now I'm learning to get that soft love, words of affirmation and gifts. And I think my next phase is like really spending more time with people, because I give you money, I give you all of that, but my time is just one of those things where I know, so I got to maximize. You know, when I think about it, I'm like, damn, man, if they was gone tomorrow, I would regret not spending yesterday with them. So now I'm at this point where I know that I can give you all the money in the world, but that's the cheapest way of me spending something on you. Because I know I spent my time on it, so I justify it mentally. But if I spend my time with you, man, that's something that's a gift that I give that I don't even know how to calculate. You feel me? So like my nieces and nephews, my brothers and sisters, my mom and my pops, I be in my own world. Sometimes I won't answer that phone, right? But when I do, shit, I'm showering everybody. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm at this point where like, damn, I got to figure out how I can spend more time with them.
Okay.
Next.
Okay.
That was deep.
Okay.
All right, now you guys got your own personal questions, right? I got those together?
Are we supposed to select for ourselves?
No, you're supposed to come up with your own question.
Oh, come up with a question.
I have one.
When you said that.
I did. I said, yo, but you got to come up
You
with
did
two of your own.
Oh, that's why I thought it was 2 Ds.
Right.
Oh, communication.
All right,
I did. I need to work on my communication.
Gotta be able to talk, bro.
Got it.
It's all right.
So you're last. You had one more. And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
Want to go into the all right.
Okay. What sort of behavior is an absolute red flag for you? I said it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Yeah,
go-
absolute red flag. Like you
Oh,
would.
God.
Breath stink.
Breath stinking is not a behavior.
You know what I'm saying? You from the last floor of the projects.
What's the last one? I don't get that one.
Actually, red flags.
But the last
not
floor of the
coming.
project? Oh, because you have to walk up the steps?
Yeah, that's a red flag. You live on the last floor of the project.
Gonna line you up. Gonna line you up.
Chip is on YouTube.
Gonna line you up. Oh, a red flag. I'm mad picky, so it's mad shit.
All right,
All
pick
right, your
three.
yeah.
Hygiene, definitely. Definitely hygiene. That's a big one. Nails, feet, like the way you smile, like the way you look at me, like all that little shit. I'm mad picky. I'm mad picky, so it's too much. It's a lot.
I'm going to assume that the hygiene is on point for us to even be having a conversation immediately to even approach.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna skip
But
past
that
those.
should be a given.
Yeah, I'm
That should be a given.
gonna count those as a given. I'm gonna say the biggest red flag I have dealing with a woman is lack of accountability. If you can't take accountability, if everything you do is somebody else's fault, if every time you fuck up, somebody else is to blame, if you're never wrong, like ever, and you don't have it in you to actually apologize instead of just trying to gloss over it, push it under the rug, and you still think about that, like that's insulting to me.
Yeah,
it feels like an insult. No, that
yeah,
feels like you're insulting my intelligence.
It feels like you're trying to silence how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
and
make
you're
it not
insulting my
matter.
intelligence. Like, did you really think that I don't see what you're doing? Like,
Right.
you know how dumb you look right now? I know you're wrong. I haven't forgotten that you're wrong. And how the fuck are you just like acting like nothing? Like, because if it was me, we know damn well you wouldn't let it go like that. I need to apologize. And I can apologize all day. But if you're not accountable for yourself, if everything that happens is somebody else's fault. Oh, and a woman who needs the attention of strangers.
Right.
Huge red flag. If you need strangers' attention, my attention will never be enough. You'll always need.
Damn,
one
you ain't
more
never
person.
dated a stripper, nigga? Come on, man.
So I'm the one. You haven't been listening.
That's what it is. Man.
That's not it. Especially in like social media age. If you need outside validation all the time, and mine isn't enough, mine will never be enough. And I'm not trying to compete with the whole world. So I'll let you belong to the streets. I'll let them have it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. But for me, dishonesty. I like to walk into a situation and be like, yo, all cards on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lie to me.
I'm gonna put it on the show.
I'm gonna give you the option.
I caught
everything. You dig what I'm saying? Like phones up, not face down. Because I feel like all the other things can be worked on. You can kind of get to a point where somebody's taking accountability. You get to a point where, you know, your attention is the attention that matters. But if you lying to me about shit, you're gonna bring chaos into my structure.
You can learn to be honest though too. If she trusts you, she can start being honest with you.
Yeah, but I don't got time for that shit.
I don't have time for mine.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I ain't gonna be like,
That's a
oh,
lot.
nah, bro. Just now I gotta figure out what you're telling the truth about. What you, nah, I don't got time for that shit. You know what I mean? Keep it 100 with me, and you'll have the world,
Or
just
not.
Always give me the option to choose. Never take away my reality. Never take away my reality. I can't deal with you after that.
I agree with all those. And on top of that, I'm gonna have to say like coachability. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't
Some
learn,
gray area shit.
no, like for real, learnability, coachability. Because you know, I'm advanced in a lot of things.
Right.
So whoever I'm with, they have to learn. You know what I mean? To catch up. And if you can't learn, then we're gonna be unaligned. Cause I'm gonna just continue to leave you behind. You feel me? So through the process, I don't expect you to come with everything. Right? But you have to have the ability to learn. And everybody don't have coachability. Everybody don't have that ability to like learn and develop themselves throughout it. People think that they know it and they are who they are. So you have to have coachability. And that's really with all relationships in life, but specifically with a woman that I'm with, I have to be able to teach you and you have to be able to learn. You understand me? And I got to see development. I got to see progress. You feel me? So we got to be growing together because I'm never going to stop growing. You feel me?
Nice.
I hate that crutch phrase.
Mic drop.
This is who I am.
Word.
Hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is how I am.
I hate that with a passion.
That's how you are
That's
right now.
just me. All right.
Ain't never been rehabilitated.
On your own. That'll
Okay.
be you by yourself.
So I had a question.
Uh-huh.
It kind of piggybacked off of something that Champs was saying in regards to humbleness.
Uh-huh.
So when do you guys think is an appropriate time for you not to be humble?
All the time.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
Really?
I think.
I'm a black man in America.
Yeah, I think humbleness
That shit
is
don't help
trick
me.
bad. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I think it's really about what is the time to be, I guess, quote unquote, humble. But the idea, like, humbleness is a way to, like, especially with black men, like, we got the worst statistics in America in all categories. We have no reason to be humble about shit. We ain't got nothing. What we humble about? You understand me? And at the same time, you got no reason to be extra cocky if you ain't got shit at the same time. But it's about being truthful.
Right.
You understand me? It's like when you have a lot, then it's kind of like humbleness is saying that I don't really have nothing. You understand me? Pretending you are who you're not. You understand me? Or in a sense where if I walk in the room, it's more important to teach a young black male super confidence than it is humility. Right?
Okay.
Because most of men today don't have confidence. They don't know how to confide in themselves. They don't know who they really are. So everybody always trying to throw your ego and humility. I look at the ancient Egyptians when I was in Egypt, man. They shit don't look humble. They was building statues erected into who they was. When I look outside, white men own all these fucking buildings. They ain't humble about nothing.
And shit. Yeah.
So I think black men need to learn how to point their ego in the direction where we building shit rather than where we destroying shit. You understand me? And so that humility just come into the idea of like, man, I am who I am. I ain't extra boasting nothing. That's just me. Right? But then sometimes a person like, if I'm a God, I'm never gonna say I'm like anybody else. Everybody ain't equally different. Right? And I've developed myself in different degrees. So I'm not going to bring myself down so that it fits, right, your insecurities. It just ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? That's something you got to develop. But I'm also not trying to make you insecure. You understand me? The sun shine regardless of whatever the fuck other stars got going on. You go wake up, you go do that. Now, if another star ain't shining, that's you to fix your light. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So I feel like humility is a trick bag for most black men. But a white man walking around cocky as fuck saying, "Oh, we're in the world."
Well, and y'all like assholes. So
Like,
They gotta be balanced.
I think we're evolving.
They gotta be balanced. You can't be too nice.
but all right.
Too.
So if you want a man that's gonna lead you, or you want a child,
That's
That
true
part.
too.
Okay.
I
Y'all
think
answer
the
that
son
question.
should have humility
Alita.
towards you, but your man, he should stand tall. You can look at him and be like, "Oh, that's my."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree with them. I'm humble when I'm in a position to learn something though. When I told everybody when 19 Keys was coming, I was going to do way more listening than speaking. I wanted to hear whatever it was he felt he needed to tell us. So I was here for all of the above. And I know what I know. And I am who I am and I do what I do. But when I'm in a position to learn something, when I get to sit at the feet of the masters of whatever it is, whatever field it is, hip hop, especially hip hop being my core, I get to sit at the feet of masters. I'm humble as shit. I'm listening to, I'm asking questions. I'm not demanding anything. I'm here for all the information. So that's, or when it's like a situation that Champ was describing earlier, when the risk is higher than the reward. When, you know what I'm saying, there's more danger in it. We just let it go. I can be humble in that situation too.
Yeah, I agree with all three of these brothers.
I'm on the same page with everybody. Next.
Oh my God.
I just got one.
Okay.
I just got one. I don't got two.
Uh-huh.
Like, if you was a female.
Oh, God.
That shit's
How?
I'm not saying if y'all
How?
female, but if you was a female, would you date a guy like yourself?
Pause. That's
Like,
crazy.
that's
I'm saying, like, you know
wild.
yourself.
Next.
And
Yeah,
do you feel?
I don't know
No,
what it feel
don't
like
That's
to
a
be
trick
woman.
back. Don't answer that.
You're not
Phil.
that is it. Yeah, I can't.
I don't know what it feels like to
Hold
be a
on,
woman.
not-
How in the
Shit.
fuck would I know?
Nah, it's not, but it's
I'm
freaky.
dead ass.
Soon as you say if you was a female,
Yeah, it's a
we
bad
gotta-
thought experiment.
like mentally we're imagining not having things that we
Right.
got.
I'm saying if you
And
was the
that's
opposite sex.
Nah,
Hold on, no, I want to know.
how?
It's traumatizing.
Knowing the man
I
that you
can't
are,
do it.
You think that y'all like you a good man? Like I gotta
Okay, that's a different
like
question.
yeah, like I want that
one.
man.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't.
That's a
Y'all ain't let me get there.
It's still plausible.
That's still no.
But it's like, when I date a man like
That's
me,
because they know they.
No.
That's not true.
Are you
That's
a
not
good?
true.
Is
You
the
gotta say,
question?
all right, if it,
They don't
would
wanna
you,
ask
would
you.
you-
partner?
would you tell your daughter to date a man like you? I could get with that.
All right, let's do that.
But I
one.
can't imagine not
Being
having
a few-
certain things
Yeah, that's
that I know I
yeah,
got.
that's-
Yeah.
All right, that was better. Would you tell
Can't
your
do
daughter to date a man like you?
Yes,
Why?
because I'm honest.
Mm.
That's a good quality.
So what if he was like broke and honest?
He won't be broke for long.
He ain't gonna be broke for long.
honest
be broke
about
for long.
his broken.
He ain't gonna be
So
broke
what if
for
he was a
long.
killer and honest?
Honestly,
He ain't gonna be broke for long.
Honest killer. So still be paying.
Deeper, bro.
He ain't gonna be broke for long.
You don't want to go to jail, so you're not gonna say that.
Wait,
But-
you said a man. You said a man like you, not a killer. What you want
As
me to
long as
do?
he's not honest in court,
Not a,
he's
not a
good.
killer.
You don't drink
Yeah.
it, man. So that's
I don't
that's
drink.
not for you.
I don't drink. I don't smoke. However, I personally make it a point to fight 3 to 4 times a week. I told you.
We don't invite nobody. We don't know if
No,
it's
I absolutely don't. I absolutely don't, because I don't want battle rap jokes.
Word.
I don't want battle rap
You
jokes.
walk in
after
here
I
like,
kid know
look,
what I'm doing.
I had a fight yesterday. We be like, nah, whatever,
But again, just like to answer the question, I have my temper is what it is. I had to do things to get self-control. I had to, I had to find a way to let the aggression out, and it wasn't helping me trying to act like I'm not aggressive. It wasn't helping at all. So I started learning how to fight as a way to discipline myself, and it worked. You dig what I mean? So what I tell a woman, what do I think I make a good partner? Yes. Am I honest? Yes. And I communicate a lot. And I think the thing that makes me a good partner is I provide a safe space. You won't be judged if you come over here and tell me whatever it is. We can talk about it. Now, you might not get the results you want, but I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to tear you down as a person because of this, that, and the third. Or you made a dumb decision or whatever. I'm not going to tear you down for that. It might not work out, but you're not going to walk away from me feeling terrible. You might still walk away from me, though. I might walk away from you, but yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Listen, I just got engaged, so
Now, what was the question again, Kitty?
would I let my daughter be with a guy like myself?
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely, I would. Yeah.
Gat said no.
I was answering for him. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's so
What's your want with this nigga that keep going to jail?
Yo, Gat, that's some cold shit. That was some cold shit.
Yeah.
I'm answering for him.
Yeah.
Nah, it's on you, bro. I'm good.
I mean, I honestly, nah. I'm reckless. I wouldn't want if I had a daughter, I wouldn't want my daughter to be with a dude like me. I got honestly say that. I'm reckless.
Reckless how?
He's an Aries.
I'm Aries.
But
So
reckless how? Like, what are you reckless in?
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Like
Protected
what?
sex.
Oh, I was. That's
You know
not.
what I mean? Like, mad shit.
Man, how you jump to that?
I'm saying,
That's
yes,
not the
I'm
first thing.
reckless. I just met.
Nah, you're not next in this one. Answer it.
His name is Gat Murder.
Word. AKA
I'm weak.
nailhimdead.com. There it is. Yeah, nah.
Alright.
Did you answer?
Yeah, I think she'll be lucky because I'm rare. But at the same time, I ain't perfect, so I would want my daughter to be with somebody better than me. You understand me? Like the improved version of me, like what I'm going towards rather than where I am at. You know what I'm saying? So like, but at the same time, if we got to pick the stock of the world, you know what I'm saying? She gets somebody like me, she definitely lucky. For surely.
Why was a silent moment?
Who else had a
I was
question?
waiting for his
Yeah,
name.
anybody else had a question?
Next.
When there one more question?
I think she
You-
has
you
the
both
last
had-
one.
Nah, be a champ winner.
No, I mean her.
I
She
can't think
has
of one. So
Lip gloss going on. You keep licking your bottom lip like that on camera. It's crazy. We got next.
The recklessness you're
talking
talking
about.
about. The recklessness you're talking about.
Yeah. Right.
We're gonna have fun. Turn this up some more.
how would you react if your child comes out as homosexual?
Oh,
Not the
Next question, please. Next question,
I'm a
please.
dishowner. Next.
Jesus
Yo.
Christ.
Bro, we bleeping that out.
Yo.
We bleeping that out.
That's an edit.
All right, you want me to ask
We
another one?
gotta edit that out.
Nah,
You gotta edit that out.
You're the next. You better edit all this shit out.
That's a good question.
All right, I can ask
That was
another
a
one.
good question.
I thought so too,
I
but
wouldn't disown my kid, man. I wouldn't do that. Next.
all right, what does loyalty mean to you?
Oh, that seems.
we kind
already
of
answered that.
Okay, I have
Alright.
one.
You gotta hold me down.
No.
Not
Do
for
we
everybody.
want to tackle that question?
We can.
I think I should. I think
yeah.
I should.
I thought it was a good one.
Ask again.
I think that
Ask
should be
y'all,
the
man.
Ask it
ending
again.
of the question.
Yeah,
Let me
I
see if I can
wasn't
find
serious
it.
about that.
You
That's
nervous?
a tough
I'm trying
ass
to get them
question.
out and get people
Okay.
on your back though.
How would you
Dang,
react
pause.
if
Ain't
your? It
going
says
on
how
that.
would you react though, not like if you would disown them or own them. Okay.
Shit.
How would you react if your child comes out as homosexual?
How would you
I'll be
react?
I'll be shocked. You know what I mean? But I'll still deal with him. It's my kid. I brought him in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I have to still ride with him 100%. I might not agree with it, but you know, it's my kid. Next.
Damn, yo, that's a hard question to answer. No freaky.
You letting his boyfriend come over?
Or
Yo.
girlfriend.
So that's a different question.
I'm gonna pay
Y'all going.
Yo,
You said how would you react? That's
You got the
different.
same color.
It is 2023, so it could be possible.
I would be
Not
like,
wishing
You're
it.
so silly.
I might not be like the way Wade and let my kid go get all the sex changes and all of that. But
All right, we definitely gotta clip this question. We definitely gotta clip
Yeah.
this. Let's move to another one. Yo, make
Say
sure
go
y'all
the way you
make
want
sure
to.
y'all edit this out, please. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, we did.
I can't.
Listen, I
answer.
have one.
You
I
have
have
to answer
it.
that.
you gotta
You was in jail. You have
Think
to
about
answer
it.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
He wasn't
It was a joke.
in jail for having a gay kid. What are you doing?
Yo, that's crazy.
You was in jail.
That
You gotta
was
answer.
crazy.
I'm pretty
That's
sure he's
foul.
around them, and then having a son.
Nah, I
with
stayed
you.
away from them motherfuckers.
Not saying you.
Now, come on, man.
I'm
Yo,
saying
son, you gonna
That's why we gotta
Alright, I'm
keep. We gotta
saying
move.
no.
y'all gonna get us canceled.
Just
Chill.
a reaction,
Chill.
not like if you would disown
Well,
them.
listen.
I'm gonna say something crazy.
I have a question that's not her question, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So, put
Let's
it
just
in.
wipe out the whole last.
Yeah, just wipe
Yo,
out.
clean up.
Or do you want me to tell you?
You're A.
Where it? Where it?
KO.
mother, daughter, children. The order. Oh, you can ask it.
Okay, so how would you order or prioritize these individuals in your life? You have your children, your mother, and your wife.
children, wife, then mother.
Comes
Okay.
first or last?
No, children
Mother-
come first.
mother-
Okay.
Children first.
Mhm.
No, mother. No. Wifey, then my mom's.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with that order.
Okay.
Children, wifey, mother.
Okay.
Wife, children, mother. Wife, children, mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want that wife, children, mother.
Wife, children, mother.
Yeah.
No, wait. Yeah, for sure.
So let me just ask this question, right? You want to cruise?
There we go.
Something happens. Boom! Oh, God, everybody overboard. You the only one that can swim, right? You see your moms,
Damn.
Your wife,
your
and
wife,
your kids.
and your kids.
Who you say?
Who are you saving?
I'm not gonna lie, I gotta say moms. That's a different type of situation. We
Right.
talking about, you know what I'm saying?
But
You
that's
talking
the
about
order,
different.
right?
That's a different order. If she dying, like that's moms.
Right.
You feel me?
Fuck the kids.
Yeah.
I can have more kids. I can't have another mother. What you saying?
Right.
I can't have another mother.
Right. Your moms don't want to live knowing that your kids died.
I don't want to live knowing my mom died. I gotta look at my kids.
Listen, man.
We gonna make some more kids. I ain't making
That
another
logic
mom.
actually makes sense.
I get it.
It
I
makes
get
sense.
it.
I understand that.
I can't just jump in the water and just see moms and just not go for it. I can't do that.
Stop. Listen.
My mom gotta get
For
saved.
me, I'm gonna be like, Yeah, I had time to learn how to swim. I gotta save the kid. I gotta save the kid. You should learn how to swim. You was here all these years. You didn't learn that? Nah, so I'm saving the kid, bro.
Children
Save
is
the
a tough.
kid.
That wifey ain't
That
even
was your fault.
in the equation.
Your fault.
It's gonna be between the
Daddy,
children.
where's mommy? She should
and the
learn how to
mother.
swim. I'm sorry. You don't know how to swim, I have to save you. All right.
No, because if you say the wife and you don't say the children, that's gonna destroy your relationship anyway.
That's
Yeah,
a fact.
right.
Yeah,
what I'm
she
saying?
always
You
gonna
gotta
go in
save
on
the
you
kid.
about that.
You gotta
The
save
rest of
the
your
kid.
life.
You'll be better off saving children or moms. That's it.
Next.
That's the
That's
one I
it.
had.
Shout out to
That's
all the
it.
wives
Yeah.
in the world. I gotta go.
Moms don't want to see you sad for the rest of your life.
Yo.
I'm just saying. The
They gonna be
kids,
like,
they,
why you ain't get your kid?
Nah, so I'm saying.
Listen, lady.
At least she there to
Pull
bother
your
me
ass
about
out of
it.
here.
Aw.
She can help me raise the next children.
Look, man.
Wow.
If I can't swim, my girl go for me, but over the kid, I'm a.
That's a fact.
Just let me go. Get the kid.
No, but I mean, I don't have children, so you know, if you got children, you got to answer that differently.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Same. Same.
Yeah.
I think that's why that's your order.
yeah, they ain't came yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Maintain.
When you get them, that first moment,
He gonna come back
you
and
gonna be like,
change it.
That'll be right.
priority.
Yo, 19 gonna be like, man, I need to do another interview.
Yeah, right.
My perspective done changed.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I can see how children would. Yeah.
Yeah, you can pick a question.
Cards out.
Nah,
You
yeah,
don't need
don't
no
pick no
cards,
question.
yeah,
Don't pick
you
no
reckless,
question.
bro. You don't need no cards.
I'm not trying to have this end in a lawsuit. All
I'm
right.
weak.
So that's all the questions?
I have one. Okay,
Yeah.
at the ages you guys are at now,
Uh-huh.
what's the biggest lesson you've learned?
Oh shit.
Be
Better,
honest.
right?
I love this
Be
honesty
honest.
theme.
Yeah, be honest. Be honest. When I didn't give people a choice, it turned into a lot of hurt and pain and wasted time.
Mm.
Once I started being honest, it was like, oh, y'all with it. All right, great. Cool. Life is good. I'm here. You know what I mean? But lying to people, just in karmic value of deceiving somebody for your own gain, it's like, you don't want somebody doing that to you.
What if they was doing that to protect you? Because they cared about
Protect me
you.
from what?
Like they don't want to tell you certain things because
You ain't gotta protect me. I'm
you
good.
say it fucking.
Yeah, just tell me. Shit.
Because certain people say shit just to like not hurt you and stuff like that, you know?
Man, listen.
That's a weak person, though.
Yeah.
I'm
facts.
saying like if a female be like, yo, I look fat, and you know she look fat, and you
I'm
like,
gonna tell you. I'm be like,
yeah,
fat
you
as
gonna
shit.
tell her. But
Yeah.
a lot of guys
You're
not
not
gonna
gonna
say
say
that.
that.
No,
I think
but
we're
you-
all gonna
You're not
tell
gonna
her.
say
You
that.
But
gotta
how-
be honest,
how
though.
can
Nah, he
you-
gonna
Be
tell her.
honest.
How can you expect a change if you keep trying to protect this person? How do you expect that person to ever become what they supposed to be if you keep trying to protect their feelings?
Because they do it a different way, they'll probably just go like,
It's like
feed
you
you
live-
hungry.
No, you're doing them a disservice by
Yeah.
lying to them. You're actually hurting them more than you're helping.
Word.
It's okay, and take this into account. If I'm not attracted to you big, and you ask me, you getting big, and I say no, I'm setting the relationship up for failure.
Facts.
In another minute, I'm
Facts.
not attracted to what I'm seeing,
Facts.
and now we have a real.
So when you
problem.
walk in and I'm with the supermodel, like, oh, then you understand.
Okay,
Oh, this
see, I
guy
didn't
was
go- I
lying
didn't
the
go
whole
that
time. This is what he's into.
See, I ain't gonna tell her she look fat. I'm gonna tell her she overweight.
It's the same thing.
I know it's just how you say it.
Yeah.
It was the laugh after. Oh my goodness.
That's the
That's how you
20th
get away
key.
with it.
Either way, they gonna feel insecure.
I'm gonna just
It's not as
decide.
bad.
That
She can't say I ever called her fat though.
we're just gonna start walking on dates.
All gym at all memberships.
Jim,
Let's
yeah.
go for a walk.
I got you 5 gym memberships.
Not 5 memberships.
Yeah, we got
I
different
feel like
trainers.
running.
You
How
pick.
you feel? Yeah, let's run.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, I
Yeah.
got you something.
Let's
What
fast
is it?
today.
Peloton bike.
Let's fast.
It's fast this week.
Yeah.
We going on a water diet
It's our
this
new
week.
Ramadan.
Not a water diet.
Try that new Dr. Sebi real quick.
I'm like, yeah, Ramadan is twice this year.
Yeah,
You
twice
know?
this year. It's a moon thing.
See how they are?
Yeah.
We just looking at them like,
Right.
Welcome to the life.
Oh,
Welcome
man.
to the life. You don't want us not telling you what you need, what you need to hear. Instead
Nah,
of
I'd
what you
rather
wanna
somebody
hear.
tell
Some of
me.
y'all
though.
take
You don't
that as
want
a
that.
form of disrespect, though.
A lot of people do that.
I feel
Nah, I
like
need
it's the
people to
way
tell
you
me.
word it.
Yeah, but you're
The way you word it?
gonna have to get over that.
We can word it
You're gonna
correctly.
no, hold on. You're gonna have to get over that again
How?
because you know what my intentions are, and if you think my intentions are to hurt your feelings, then this relationship is going nowhere. If I can't speak to you without you thinking that my goal in saying this is to hurt your feelings, we are fucked. We're getting nowhere.
Facts.
You have to know.
I just sighed.
Let me put this as blunt as I can.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting into a relationship
Mm-hmm.
with a man, specifically with me, one of the first things I say is I am going to hurt your feelings. It's inevitable. I am going to say
from the
something
rip?
from the door. From the door.
I'm going.
I am going
Go through it.
No.
Then he says, "Oh, he's going to hurt my
From
feelings."
the door.
See what this shit feels
Right.
like.
Find out.
Let me
Feel
finish
that.
it.
Right.
I'm going to hurt your feelings. What you need to know is that I am never intending to hurt your feelings. That's not my intention. Something I'm going to say to you is going to hurt because I'm going to be honest. I'm not.
But you
lie
gotta
to
learn your woman and know how to speak.
listen to me.
Right.
Mhm.
When I say this, if
I'm
she
listening.
folds up with me saying this off the rip, then she's not. meant for
Not
me.
full, but her feelings gonna be hurt.
Mhm.
But you got to know that.
You could be
going
like,
in.
let's hit the gym. If I say I look good and I'm overweight, go to the gym.
That would still hurt your
That's not
feelings
the-
if
no,
you
it's
don't
not.
think
You ain't gonna be like, "What you
But-
trying to say?"
That's still gonna hurt your feelings.
You ain't gonna
It's
back
not
him into
gonna
a
hurt
corner
my
the way
feelings.
How many
gotta
women
be
have
like,
you
"Yo,
dated?
son, too many women."
How many women have you dated?
One.
Okay, I've dated way more. I'm the expert here. Trust me, it's gonna hurt your feelings.
I thought I had a
It's
little
gonna hurt your feelings anyway.
I think they need to understand that.
Yeah, bro. Like
We got the experience.
I don't know
I'm
how many
sorry.
women you may have dated one. We've dated way more.
Yeah.
It's going to
It's
hurt
crazy. I ain't
anyway.
gonna-
So what you need to know is
Not
my
not my
intention
cup of tea.
in this thing between you and I care
Mhm.
about you.
Mhm.
I've chosen you. You chose me. I am never waking up in the morning thinking to myself, how can I hurt her feelings?
True.
How can I make her cry? How can I make her feel terrible about herself? Anything I say, you need to remember that in the back of your head, he's not saying this to hurt me.
So did you guys see the Instagram post with
Did you really just compare everything I just said? and
No,
go
but
down to an
listen, just
Instagram
wait.
post?
Let me
No,
finish.
no,
Let me
let
finish
her
the
finish.
thought that I'm having right now.
Yeah.
Did you see? It was a couple, right? The woman posted herself in a robe, and the man felt some type of way. Y'all know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about? Okay.
No, I don't.
I
No?
do. I
Okay.
see
Well,
that.
he went off. He was tight. He was like, "You shouldn't do that. That's for me. Why you posting it?" She's a content creator, so she was, I guess, doing it to make content.
Right.
So I brought that up because I'm trying to see how you would react, or you guys.
Remember the
What
thing I
we-
said about eyes? A woman who needs everyone's attention?
No,
That's why
but
he got
but
upset.
you have to understand that's her job. Like
That,
it's
no.
content.
The
Mhm.
reason
That's
he
not a
said he
job.
was pissed is
Content.
because
She was making
you're
money for
wearing a
content.
robe that I've only seen, and now you're showing it to the whole world.
Okay.
Remember that line?
Mm-hmm,
That's why he's mad, because she needs the attention of everyone else.
Okay.
Go get another robe.
I feel
Well,
like
he got another girl. He went and got another girl.
He got one robe.
He went and got another girl. Like this, she was wearing a negligee. That he's like, yo, this is supposed to be for me, and you're giving it away to the world. You need all these eyes to
full
see
disclosure.
this.
I didn't see the
But she's
picture, so I don't
covered,
know
no?
how covered
No,
she was.
I heard what he said.
I don't know how covered.
No, I heard
she
what he
was.
said. He said
I
this
heard too,
robe
but
is
he
for
was
me.
not communicating well.
Yeah,
in my
but
opinion.
I'm telling you what he said though.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm telling you where he was coming from. And again,
Okay.
that's one of my red flags. If you need everybody else's attention, then mine will never be enough. And that's a
Okay.
red flag. So I'm not saying either one of them are wrong, but
Right.
they're not for each other. They're not compatible.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask this question. 19. How do you feel about social media and how it affects relationships?
Shit bad, B. Think about it.
That was a good word.
Hold on.
That was a good answer. Shit bad, B.
Yo, 19,
Next.
out of everything that had to be one of the most niggerish things you said since you've been here.
Right.
Shit bad, man.
Like, when you sum up all of
I said,
this,
we don't need to share.
no,
That's
but
why.
real life, like, all right, so you got to think about it. Just think about context. Like, when our parents met each other, like, my dad had to write my mom. You understand me? He was locked up. So he had to write my mom. They had to literally go letters back and forth. It's all intention, thought. He don't get to see nobody else. But even if you're not locked up, you meet a woman, usually in your vicinity, maybe you got 15 of them that's bad around you if you live in a nice town. You feel me? Maybe she lived far away. You got to literally send write a letter. They got to send that over there. Ain't no phone. Y'all not communicating. Phone come in, right? People still wasn't talking on the phone like that, like the way we do now, right? Communication sped up. now we fast. So there was all of these things that people thought about as far as rules of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this man is loyal to her. This is what a good man looks like. In this relationship, a good woman looks like. Those rules have to be changed now because it's a completely different world. Your grandpa didn't have social media.
Right.
He didn't have dating sites. He didn't have access to a catalog of all the women in the world, right? You don't have Uber. Uber is like a sex delivery service. You understand? You can put a woman in the car and have her delivered to you after swiping off the app.
Oh, come on.
You understand me? I'm just But think about it though. With young men today, we got the amount of choices and options of kings. You know what I'm saying? Like kings. Like regular men did not have them kind of options for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. This generation that don't have fathers, ain't got no morals, ain't got no game, ain't got no discipline, none of that. And they got all of the options of a king. You understand me? And so you expect them to still deal with the same rules that the great grandfathers did, right? So I think you got to update the rules on it. So when you can scroll on social media and see the baddest woman in the world and inbox her and possibly actually get a response, that changes your brain chemistry. You understand me? How you look at women. Like I was talking with my bro Steve. We was gonna have a conversation about this on Man to Man podcast, just about like even our attraction to, like, let's say ass. You understand me? Like a man will care about a woman's ass more than like her face and who she is. For, you know, in the past, that was never the way though. Like they would take in the whole woman. Like this is who she is, this is her personality, her face. Like I know who she is, her whole essence. Now, man, just say, man, turn around. If that ass right, then I'm with you tonight. Right. You understand me? So that's a complete. that's a boss. I used to battle. I'm
gonna use that for.
Yeah, man. No, just
there we go. All right, cool. Let's get it. It's cool. Yeah.
No, but so this generation of young men specifically, we're not talking about women at the moment. This generation of young men have it harder than any other generation on any other time of the planet Earth. But we judge by the same rules. You understand me? And so relationships are way harder because the technology, society, the standards, the options, everything is different now. Right. So you got to update that and say what fits in this time, right? Because we can't be operating off our grandpa rules with this new age technology. So I don't like the fact that you judge the world and young men and women off standards of yesterday. It ain't the same shit. So hell yeah, relationships is harder. The options is more vast.
That's true. I think any woman I deal with, I like to see what your screen time is like. Where you at?
That's the key.
Why?
You know, Instagram, just scrolling, or you in your DMs responding. That's where your mind is at. And how much room you gonna have for me? How much focus you gonna have for me?
That's fact.
You know, screen time gotta be low.
Yeah, screen time has to be low.
What's the low number? Like, what's the...
Bruh, if you got 5 hours and better on Instagram daily, there's something wrong.
5 hours?
It should be less than an hour for real.
But it should be less than an hour.
For like Instagram and shit, yeah.
It's
other shit you can do with your phone.
But what if you're a content creator and that
you should be
you're like monetizing
content
and stuff?
No, that's different. It's your business. It's your business.
But you don't have to be on Instagram to create content.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You create content on creative apps. So if you look at somebody's phone, they got creative apps, then they got social apps. Right? So a person goes spend 5 hours on social apps, you watching everybody else's content. You're a consumer. You're not a creator. That's different.
That's a fact.
Heard you.
5 hours just replying to everything. Got a lot of time on your hands.
Or you want a lot of other eyes.
Again, all that time you could have been thinking about me.
Catch somebody's attention.
Red flag.
That's a fact.
So screen time is only when you're looking at somebody's shit?
No,
that's
screen time is when you're
scrolling, you in the feed.
You just all day, scrolling. What are you looking for?
Yeah, what are you looking for that you don't have yet?
Especially since you should be running your race with blinders on anyway. I find Instagram to be a huge distraction for people who are trying to get where they're going.
It does.
Because all you can do is compare. I should be like that. I should have this. It
makes people depressed.
You're not running your race. And you don't have no idea what those people are going through to get the things that you're looking at.
And it's not even real.
Then there's that. Then there's that.
It just look good.
But that's the highlight reel. Instagram is everyone's highlight reel. and we don't know
Yeah,
what's going on.
Ain't nobody posting a picture with their pockets turned out. Like,
Right,
oh,
exactly.
Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. Everybody's trying to show you
Yeah,
what
where
you
you
know.
at.
This is crazy.
When have you ever seen a highlight reel with people missing the shots?
Mm.
Never. Instagram is your highlight. But that's all it is. That's all it is. You gotta turn that off.
Listen, I like to look at life like, you know, the shows where they're like, okay, you got 10 minutes. You use the shopping cart. Get everything you can get. When you wake up in the morning, you should feel that way. You should feel like, how
Yeah,
many
thank you. I
things
appreciate that.
And you should know what your distractions are.
Yeah, I just came,
You
right?
know your distractions. You can stay away from
10 minutes?
them.
All right.
Straight to the cavity.
Everything.
Yeah, I was on camera.
Being
too.
distracted.
Nah, I didn't want. Yeah, I got
You're
you.
gonna get some bullshit. It's gonna be one of them niggas that should have been posting their pockets turned out, all up in your
Tow
DMs,
truck company.
making you think,
I should have just stepped
go
out
out
and
to
went over
eat,
there.
and he's like, yo, so we splitting this.
I still got the mic on. That's why I'm covering it like this.
Trouble.
I think one of the most overlooked things in today relationships is people having the same God. I think people get together, they don't even worship the same God. They ain't got the same religion, faith, belief system. That shit ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get to a point where y'all butt heads. Because if y'all got the same faith and belief, that shit can keep y'all tight forever. You understand me? But I don't even know if this generation believe in God or they don't really actually have real beliefs. You understand me? Like they don't really study or whatever it is. It's not really tight. So you can't build a strong foundation without like a connection. You understand me? And so you got to check. That's probably one of the first things to check. Like, what do you believe in? And it's probably the last thing we check at the same time. You feel me? But it's the most important thing because that's what's going to make y'all last forever. Everything else, y'all be good for a moment.
You got to date somebody who believes someone's watching when you're not.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Who's keeping him in check when he's not around?
That's a fact. And they gotta watch 19 Keys High Level Conversation.
Facts. High level conversation.
Yeah, pleasure being here.
Now, ladies, who have the best answers?
Oh. All right, well, he's disqualified because you ain't right? Y'all agree? So y'all agree. Okay.
I'll take it.
I feel like
Those corny ass
don't act like that. Don't act like that. I feel like your answers picked up towards the end. In the beginning, you was just like, oh, I agree. So, you know, respectfully, my brother, you disqualified too. Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree? I don't want to be the spokesperson here, but you know, I paid attention. So out of them 3,
Oh, you narrowed it down.
I did narrow it down. It's to be easier. It's if you would have had it in the beginning, you would have been in there.
You just wasn't paying no attention.
You know what it was? It was that. I'm gonna hurt your feelings.
Yeah. That's 100% it.
I'm the Negro.
They hurting me.
That's exactly what it is. Because I jumped out and said, I'm going to hurt your feelings.
It's okay, I know.
He's disqualified.
All right, so the next person disqualified. No, I'm joking.
Right.
So Champs, you know, you was doing good. You had great answers. The gel thing, you know, it was a recurring thing. It's a part of your story. We respect it. You should do an episode, you know, break it down.
Right.
But you're gonna get disqualified because we needed more detail.
How you disqualifying?
Don't take it personal.
I'm not emotional. I'm a Leo. Bro, fuck that. I'm embracing my truth. You came out of jail. You can't tell me I'm disqualified.
Nah, I think it was the intimacy question, and then you said jail.
Yeah, that was great.
I forgot the question. I ain't
It
gonna
was
front.
like,
It sounded like
that's like a nightmare for women.
How would you tell
All
your
right.
kid to be intimate
So
with a
it's
woman? Don't go to jail.
Who you
That's
think?
it's really hard.
You in this too. Who you think?
All right, I think he had the best answers.
Okay.
19 Keys is the winner.
I was listening to
He
his
just switched
answers.
over now.
Your lips while he was talking.
Oh, wow.
You know what you want.
Right.
Next.
Right.
It's between them two because
Y'all
they was very
crazy.
similar.
Yeah.
But he's like more godly.
Right.
And I need some luck in my life, so
Right.
this feels weird. Is she gonna disqualify the next one?
Me? No. I disqualified at 3. I gotta. Work with me here.
I said bond.
You said yours him?
Mhm.
Damn, this is hard.
Just say draw.
Oh, can it be a draw?
It can now.
Yeah,
Okay,
it could be a draw. This is dumb.
Yeah, because I feel like y'all gave really, like, he's like, I wanted that. I wanted that one.
First and then listen to me.
Look, man, Taurus game, we got this.
That's why
Baby. They won us.
Meanwhile, the Aries
You got your products?
Yeah, man, we got what we got over here. We got books.
Right.
Man, we got minerals and gold waters and silvers and then I got pills.
Oh,
I sell
shit.
pills and mushrooms and everything.
Oh, you do the
Yeah, we got the shrooms.
do you microdose?
No, they make them kind of shrooms.
Oh, man. Trying to figure it out.
Lion's
You be
mane
telling on
shroom,
yourself
man.
every episode.
Increased focus, mood, memory, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Then, of course, I got my
the
book.
gorilla ones.
We got
Let
the
me see the
gold
gold
water.
water.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Mm.
That's for you right there.
What's the website on 19?
Oh, no, all this stuff is
gold water. G-O. Oh, well, shit.
I just want to see if it's gold.
G-O-L-D-E.
You know
No,
what
so
gold water
it's
is, right?
gold particles
Stop.
within the water.
Stop.
Hold on, I want to know.
Stop.
No, I'm gonna let him break it
Stop.
down.
I'm gonna
Stop.
get a-
No.
No,
He's going a different way, bro. He's going a different
It was
way.
going the wrong way, bro.
All right, explain this.
So the company is a nootropic company, mostly things that enhance your brain, you understand, your body, makes you more electrical. So we got an array of different products that, I came together and figured out those ingredients, me and my business partner, Blue Pill. Gold water was the first one, which is why the company is named after it. But gold water comes from, we're born with 0.02% of gold within our body.
Right.
So most people heard of colloidal silver, they ain't heard of colloidal gold.
Right.
So you got colloidal gold and monatomic gold, and that just speaks towards the particle size of the gold within the water. So it's equally dispersed within the water, and when you ingest it, you understand me, it gets into your bloodstream, it gets into your cells. So what it does is it electrifies your body, right? Decrease inflammation, right? Increase electrical activity on the nerve endings. Like people have talked about having lucid dreams, right? Being more focused.
It's a superconductor.
Yeah, adding that mineral back into an over-chemicalized body.
He's so silly.
Yeah, so that's for my good brother.
Let me get that.
Get it from.
Goldwater.com. So they can go to GOLDE water.com and then use the promo code MATH, get like 20% off.
Oh, fire. Taurus gang.
Yeah. Those are books for everybody, man. Everybody get a book.
Thank you.
Peace and action. So.
We got the brick.
Paradigm
breaking it down.
keys. Solution-based mind of reprogramming.
It was something simple that, average person can tap into.
Yeah.
A quick read.
Thank you.
You feel me?
That's what's up.
It's gonna stop at somebody.
Awesome.
Thank you, 19.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well appreciated.
I gotta get beat.
Listen.
I was gonna get you up there. Gotta get to my brother.
Listen.
Man, I appreciate you having me though, man.
Yeah, I need
Thank you,
everybody to
Appreciate
tap in.
Appreciate this.
High level conversations. 19 Keys. You guys on tour?
Yeah, we on tour. Got a date with Dame Dash. Pause.
Shout out to Dan.
There you go.
There you go. He would appreciate the pause.
Yeah.
He's gonna appreciate the
say that a
pause.
lot. Oakland on the 21st February. I'm not sure when it's coming out. If it's out there before then.
Before the 21st?
Yeah. All right, so you can meet me in Oakland. Then we got a bunch of other dates that we're about to announce. We're gonna be in everywhere, really. Then we got some stuff overseas that we're gonna be announcing as well. We might be looking at Toronto to do something really big out there. Maybe back in London again really soon. But just look out for the high level tour. I'm only gonna do it once. I'm not doubling it back twice. But if you pull up to high level conversations, you understand me. The whole goal is to like really transform people into becoming high level beings and thinkers. We got a very low level society, and anything done too much is bad for you. And we know that 90% of society is bullshit, right? And so it's either low level or it's high level. And over here is God level. So y'all tap into the high level conversation on 19 Keys. I appreciate that, Hoffa. And everybody having y'all.
19 Keys! Salute, King. Shout out Salima, Khadija, and Kitty.
Yeah.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out Splat Murder.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out my brother DK.
Shout out my man, I'ma hurt your villains. Sean Bigger, man of God.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood. fiends leave earth, you heard? Got your baby mama thirst, you heard? Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard?